Designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
On defense, number 8, Kaylee Lynchy. Also on defense, number 3, Trinity Wenke. On wing, number 11, Rhea Matheson. Also on wing, number 9, Bryn Warren. And at center, number 12, Claire Barrio. And the rest of the East girls. Now the home team, representing the North, in goal, number 30, Emma Piper. On defense, number 17, McKenna Kylan. Her partner on defense, number 12, Macy Gunderson. On wing, number 15, Maya Dutton. Also on wing, number 2, Sasha Cole. And starting at center, number 6, Jocelyn Field. And the rest of the team. And now, please rise, gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America and play our national anthem.
Ready for the 2010 Girls Championship game here on Championship Sunday. Third game in the 2023 Stars of Tomorrow Finals. Brought to you by Latza Matza Pizza and Summit Orthopedic. Jeff Pappas, my name. Glad to have you here watching along. North versus East. The North is in the silver uniforms with the red numerals. They'll work right to left today. And the East, familiar now if you've been watching the games. East teams have been in all 3 of the finals so far. And we are underway here from the Bloomington Ice Gardens. Happy to, as I mentioned, have you with us as the North brings the puck in and plays it towards the corner. Maya Dutton, number 15, with it, and cleared around behind the net. East is going to gain possession there. 21-minute halves we're playing here. And the puck comes out to center ice, and then it's turned around and shot right back in by Dutton out of Alexandria. Comes over to the far boards, and here's Dutton with a chance in front, and that didn't work out. North maintaining control and now playing it around behind the goal. And that was Macy Gunderson, number 12. Lots of North Dakota players on the North team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as a matter of fact. And really almost a true North, I guess you could say, as the goal has come off. Players from Duluth, Moorhead, Cohasset, Fargo, Alexandria, Warroad, East Grand. You get the idea as we face off in the east zone to the left, and here's a shot that climbs over the top of the goal. It went off sticks. Now to the near side, banked ahead to the point. It's going to be held in there and played down by Olivia Anthony, who is the player out of Warroad, number 14. And now the East gains control. They play it around on the left boards, but they can't get out of the zone. It's held in there by Eleanor Quattromani out of Madison. Now the puck comes in front, and it is going to be steered behind the net by the East's Carly Jacobson from Hastings. Now Jacobson again plays it around on the far side. Going after it for the East is Brielle Clardy out of St. Paul. Now loose at center, and the East finishing a change here, and they will play it on into the zone. And it was Daisy Herron's Iota playing it into the offensive zone. It comes back out to center, and now the East regroups. They pass on to the right. A centering pass is deflected right on to the North goaltender, Emma Piper of East Grand Forks. Now another shot. Piper made a save that came from the left wing boards as Amelia Gobler of Lakeville with a chance. Now it comes to the point, and there's a shot that flicks onto the goal by Trinity Weinecke from Rosemount, and there's a shot that goes wide. A follow-up as the East getting some possession here as Gobler just missed the target. And now the North will come out, and that's broken up at neutral ice. Now they will break in over the line, will the East, and that is Linscheid, Kaylee Linscheid, trying to come in front, and the trailer is going to get to it first. Now loose and played towards the point. Bryn Warner from Woodbury breaking in, but now here comes the North back. And they've got some numbers, but they are changing, and over the line it's a 2-on-1 deep, but that pass is picked off and played over to the near side boards by Warner. Now puck loose into the right corner, 17:45 now in the first half of play. Warner lost possession, and it's shot into the zone by Dutton for the North. Going after it along the wall. Dutton behind the net has it now, centers it loose to the left edge, and now here's a follow-up chance, and that is broken up. And Dutton seems to be around the puck quite a bit for this North team. Played in over the line, and finally returned back to center ice. Really shot into the zone. And now the North will come back down the near side. And header there taken by North forward Alstrup. Annika Astrup from Fargo. Now loose, and it winds up going behind the net. Players from both teams will thrash away for it, and now it's going to be played towards the left point. North will turn it back down, and that is McKenna Kyland, another one of the Fargo players. Centering pass, loose in front, and it went off the toe of the stick there of Tegan Gunderson from Fargo and down the ice for an icing call. The East girls, 2-1. They lost to the North 2-1. Yesterday, they defeated the South 2-0 in the West by 4-1. North undefeated, 3-2 over West, 3-0 over South, 3-1 over East. So they've only 3 goals, but goals have been hard to come by in this particular level. As you see, the North has scored only 9 and allowed 3. The East has scored 7 and allowed 3. So the defenses have been in charge here for the most part. Now played into the front of the East zone, and now a long pass up the middle. Failing to connect there with Goblersh, and it's going to run to the left of the goal. Played back behind by Macy Gunderson. 2 Gundersons. Tegan is also on this team. For the North, where's number 11? And just ran past the puck, so the Gundersons out there at the same time, and now the East breaks in, and there's a shot off sticks and over the top of the goal from Field. Now here comes East to center. Played back into the North zone to the right, and now having trouble getting out of the zone. And it's going to run now to the right point, thrown back down in front of the goal by Rhea Mathiasen, and now cleared all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call in the North, and we'll go all the way back with 15:11 to go here in the first half of play. We had one game go to overtime this morning. The 09 girls needed 2 extra sessions to solve that. East has won both finals so far, 09 girls and boys. Now falling there over the puck was Quinn Erickson. Now here's a chance for the North, and they break through, and this is Lola Klein, but she's not able to play it towards the net. Banked off the boards towards the left point, and now Klein will come off the wall with it. Leaves it up the slot and return down low from Parker Ozanowski from Halleck, Minnesota. Now the puck cleared off a defender on a slap shot, and it comes down the ice. And trying to pull it back there for the East was Claire Barrio from Prior Lake. Now puck loose to the boards. And now finally it's going to come on out to center ice, and the East will regroup. And they do come in over the line. And there's a shot on goal, and Linscheid denied there, and a stop by Emma Piper from East Grand Forks. Now loose along the wall, and the North have to go back deep for it. Cleared around on the far side, and going after it there for the North on the wall is Sasha Cole out of Duluth. Now back behind the net. Cut around by the North's Olzanowski. Finally it comes up the slot and out to center. Now a backhanded centering pass winds up being stick wide as Jocelyn Field broke in. Now East gains possession along the far wall, and they bring it to center ice. Goblersh over the line and then lost it, trying to pull it past the second defender. Ostrup now winds up to the near circle, and the East maintaining possession here as we're under 13 minutes to go. 8 minutes gone in the first, and now here come the North back. And that is Dutton playing it in. North holding the zone. A centering pass comes in front, and it's just chipped wide by Tegan Gunderson. And now behind the goal, North meaning business again, and now they lose possession. And it's played ahead by Carmen Benedict. And Shakopee now played to the near side boards, and it's going to be chipped up the wall, and the North is going to hold it there. Finally it comes out to center. East in possession. Benedict will carry it over the line. And then lost it in the circle. It winds up going behind the net. Chipped off the wall, and it does come out to center ice. So then the East clears the zone. Linscheid trying to play it in, and now it's going to be controlled and brought over the line by Barno. And Barno tripped and fell. Puck along the wall, finally played out to center. And then again, North doing some good work there, and Kate Carlson of Cohasset won the puck. Now it comes to the near side, and we get a whistle, and it's offside. So we'll get a face-off at neutral ice. 11 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Next contest will be North and East boys for the championship. Puck cleared towards the left point, and now down to the circle, and finally the last pass is not able to connect, and Schmitz, for the East, plays it down. Goes behind the net. And Kylan for the North. Here's a pass out to neutral ice. It's bouncing, and it's going to be picked up there and turned back by Carly Jacobson. Out of Hastings, out of the near side. Nice read there. And a steal there for the East. Schmitz goes around behind the net, and now it comes back out to center. And they'll have to regroup. Jacobson back in the zone. Plays it up the middle. It's deflected, but then right onto the tape. And Barrio was unable to come in front. Now here is Maria Mathiasen, leading scorer for the team with 5 points. Centering pass and a point-blank stop in front of the goal by Piper. And now it's going to be cleared back into the East zone, and they will step out to center ice. Jacobson with the line, then lost possession, and it comes right back out. A lot going on neutral ice in this game here. Finally, the puck is banked off the boards and finally controlled by Campbell Larson of St. Paul. Now lost it, and here comes the North and over the line. A bounding shot on goal by Olszanowski. Parker Olszanowski from Halleck. Now it comes out to center, and here's a 2-on-1. Come in over the line, and a backhanded shot is right on. The rebound is steered wide of the goal. That's the best scoring chance we've seen yet today. And it was Brielle Clardy who had it from St. Paul. Now over the line of the North. Here's a shot that's flicked onto the goal by Quinn Erickson. Now East comes back. And a pass to the right, and that had Goblersch, but she fell trying to change edges and picking up the puck. Now controlled on the far side by the East, and they center it through Linscheid. And it comes in front, they score! And that's your first goal of the contest. East grabs a 1-0 lead, 9:08 to go here in the first half. And it's 1-0. And Connor Benedict with the goal to make it 1-0. And got a whistle. We're going to get a face-off coming on the just outside the East blue line. East 1, North 0. 9 minutes to go here in the opening period. Now over the line they come. North trying to find an instant answer, and it's loose. And finally underneath the goaltender.
Number 6, Carmen Benedict, with the assist going to
Zelgert made a stop.
Amelia Gobler.
Now down behind the net. They'll clear it over to the far boards. North is able to hold it in. They try to bring it in front, and a good save off the wall there as Zelgert held her ground and made the stop. Now down in the right corner. About 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play, and it's 1-0 for the East. Now it comes out to center. And picking it up is Barrio over the line. Closing in, fires, and a glove save. And we'll get a face-off. Coming up to the left of the North goal with 8:06 to go. Puck bounds on out to center. And now the North trying to break in. On the far side is Cole. Going back behind the net. Falling. And now the East plays towards the line. That's going to be held in. Poked back towards the near wall. And the North gets control. Again, Cole. Puck played ahead, and now the East breaks out to center ice and then finally played back in. Excuse me, that's Kinsley Summers wearing number 8 and a tucked-in jersey, so sometimes it is hard to tell. Puck will go the length of the ice. That will be icing with 7:15 to go. Take it back in the East end for a face-off. Now here's a shot from the face-off by Klein, and that fails to connect. And played back in over the line, and the North is there to break it up. First to the puck was Olivia Anthony. Comes out to center ice. Now the East can re-enter the zone here. They got everybody on their feet and on side. Now played off to the far boards and centered, finally picked off there by the North, and they will play off to the far boards, and over skating there was Quattromani. And a centering pass shot right on, and a save. Good one there made by Emma Piper off Ollie Schmitz. Now over the line, and it's offside with 6:27 to go. Excuse me, it was Gobblers on the shot, 14 instead of 4. And Schmitz is out there, but was not involved in the last scoring attempt. 1-0. 6:27 left in our first 21-minute half, and now picked up at center, and the North will carry over the line. That's Cole closing, shooting, and it goes wide of the net as Zelgert watched it go, and now loose along the half wall, and a shot there from the boards by Brecklin Ellingson. That winds up going wide. East brings it out, and they will play over the line towards the near side, and that's Barrio closing and could not get a shot away. Comes to the left corner with less than 6 minutes to go. Goes around behind the net to the far side. And Barrio's there for it for the East, but then had trouble controlling it. The North will pick it up and try to clear out of the zone. They do get it to center ice. And here comes Dutton over the line. Maya Dutton forced wide. Banks it off the boards to herself, tried a drop pass, and that was intercepted. And here comes the East back down the wing. Barrio over the line, cuts to the slot, and then Barrio lost it. And the North is able to pick it up. And the defender playing without a stick, and now it's controlled out at center ice and brought into the zone by Dutton. Fed it off and then looked to get it back, finally cleared past the defender and back out to center ice. Tegan Gunderson. Now controlled by Kyland. McKenna Kyland over the line, but broken up at center. And now it's played back on into the zone by the North and Kate Carlson. Back behind the goal. And the East getting it there. Picked up by Clardy and played out to the blue line, but not out. Then returned down in front. Puck loose there, and the North going after it. Kinsley Summers one, and Tegan Gunderson the other. It comes in front, and now East will pick it up with 4.5 minutes to go in the period. It's picked up there by Schmitz over the line into the circle. Schmitz forced behind the net, and now comes to the far side. Schmitz working to the high slot, comes to the circle, and then fires over the top. Long rebound into the right corner, picked up there by Dutton for the North, and a long pass ahead is going to come just wide of the goal, and no icing there as Schmitz was slowing up. Wait to see if the puck would go wide of the net, and they don't charge icing there. Now, here come the East over the line. Gobblers takes a shot, save made by Piper, and we'll get a face-off here with 3:52 now to go in the first half of play. Face-off coming up to the left of the goal, and puck down. Now in the left corner, the North picking up Anthony, playing it ahead, and not able to clear it. Now a centering pass, it comes loose in front and right onto the goaltender just before Benedict could get there. Benedict has the only goal of the game so far. 3:38 to go in the opening period. A shot from the Right point is blocked by Winnicky, and now here comes the North back over the line, and they have 3 attackers against 4. It comes to the corner, and then falling in against the boards was Anthony as the puck comes. Excuse me, that was Parker Olszanowski. I get the 4 and the 14 mixed up for some reason. You'd think that it would be easy because one of them has 1 number and the other has 2. But no accounting for talent, I guess. And on my part, not theirs, as the puck comes to the right point and harassed there. Schmitz. Now it's played out to neutral ice and finally controlled again by the East, and Warner will work rink wide and play it in. Now that's stolen away, and here's a chance in tight. Now a shot and a score! Claire Barrio with a goal, and it's 2-0 with just under 3 minutes to go here in our first half. And Claire Barrio makes it 2-0. Rising shot that beat the goaltender Piper over her glove. Now from the draw, North trailing by 2, and the puck is fed across. And it's Mathiasen trying to play it in front.
With 2:52 remaining in the first half, number 12, Claire Baru, unassisted.
And here comes the North back in. Backhanded shot winds up flicking wide of the goal as Sasha Cole goes after it. Now cleared on out to center ice, and the North will drag it back in over the line. Astrup now, and it's lost in the corner. And the East will pick it up and throw it ahead. Mathiasen can't get it out of the zone, but now they will carry it instead. And here comes Schmitz. Over the line as they're changing. Schmitz tried to cut to the slot, lost it. Now backhanded off the wall and finally chipped rink wide by the North's Summers. Now played on into the zone. That's going to be turned to the wall and held in there by Kate Carlson. Tried to throw it in front, nothing doing there, and it winds up behind the net with just over 1:40 to go. Puck played to neutral ice, and the North in control there as Gunderson threw it back in. There's a weak shot on goal taken there by Summers, and a stop made by Zelgert. And we'll get a face-off with 1 minute and 29 seconds to go in the first half. 21-minute halves here. Now picked up, and here come the East. Picked up behind the net. Now a rink-wide pass is going to be deflected by Daisy Herons. Iota. Now the puck goes back behind the net, and it's going to be cleared up the near wall with just over a minute to go. Now we get 1 minute to play, and it's played back into the East zone, and after it there is Linscheid. Out to center. Larson lays it in deep and then heads for the bench as East gets a change here with 45 seconds to go. A long pass up the near wing, and then it's lifted on into the zone by Summers. Comes in front. Oh, and a good opportunity there for the North. Now a backhand come back into the zone, and it's Schmitz taking a shot that goes wide. Comes out to center, and there's trying to spring Olszanowski for a breakaway. She had the good chance in front just moments ago. Now in the right corner with 13 seconds to go. Jacobson around behind the net. Puck fed to the left side, and here comes the East to center. And it's Gobblers over the line with 5 seconds to go, centering it. And it hops the stick of Benedict and comes to the far boards as the first half of play comes to an end. And our score is 2-0. We're going to take a break here quickly and come back with more. This is Youth Hockey Hub. Stars of Tomorrow 2023.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Hannah Wood. And for the East, it's Addie Burgraff from Farmington. And they'll close right in, and here's a shot. Puck comes loose in front, and a good opportunity for the East right off the go here from Rhea Mathiasen out to center, and it's played all the way down the ice. And going after it there for the East. Playing it around behind is Winicky, and it comes out to center, and it's 2 against 3. Over the line, and it's going to come to the right side. It's going to be chipped off the wall. And back into the zone by Quattromani. And we'll go all the way back after an icing call. 37 seconds gone here in the second half. Now to the high slot, and there's a top shot from the point by Schmitz. And now the North will carry it out. They have some work to do, trailing by 2. Kinsley Summers hits the line, and it's played around behind the net. Going after it there for the East is Jacobson. Back around on the boards to the near side. Campbell Larson is in there looking for it. And finally it's dug off the wall, and here's a shot right on. And a save made off Kate Carlson. Now the East coming back. They play it out to center ice. Now shot rink wide back into the East zone. And Jacobson takes it behind the net. Jacobson plays it up the wall. And out to center, where it's going to be picked back up by Carlson. Plays it back in, and now here's 2 North players heading in, and we're going to get a tripping penalty here. Puck comes to the left edge of the goal crease, and then we're going to get a whistle and a tripping penalty coming up here, and heading directly to the penalty box without passing go is Allie Schmitz from Woodbury. She really kind of couldn't help herself there. She had already fallen, and the North player tripped over her. Did she trip? Yes. Did she mean to? Almost certainly not, as the puck comes over to the far wall on the North with a power play here, a chance to climb back into it. It's going to run behind the net, and Olszanowski centers it, comes over to the right point, and Gunderson, Olszanowski. Now here is Olszanowski again. A good pass to the point. There's a shot floated towards the net by Kylan. Out of the right point, a bouncing puck. Shot all the way through by Gunderson. And now here's another shot that winds up deflecting wide of the goal. They're feeding the points, and got to put it on goal, though. Kylan and lost out. 1:10 in the power play, and now the North comes back over the line. And Klein not able to control it, but they were changing anyway. And the North now trying to retain possession. They do get it, and they feed it to the left point. Here's a shot that's blocked, and now a race for the puck. Going to come out to center ice, and the race is won finally by Kyland. And now over the line. 47 in the power play. McKylan takes it to the corner and is watched there. Now they try to set it up in front, and the shot is blocked as Winicky. Like some good defense there. Now a centering pass comes all the way through to the near side. And here's Kylan with it. Laying it behind the net, getting it back on a return pass. Kylan walks in front, and somehow it stays out of the net. As it winds up behind the net, Kylan again, 20 seconds in the power play. Goes back down low behind the net looking for Cole. Now to the point. A shot is deflected wide off the stick of Macy Gunderson. And now behind the goal with 10 seconds in the power play. They're working it below the goal line. Now it comes up the slot, and it's intercepted, and the East will carry it out. And Benedict plays it ahead, and it went into the bench and came down as the penalty expires on Schmitz. And we'll get a stoppage and a face-off. 17:29 to go in this contest. And the East is back at full strength, leading it by 2 goals. Now played ahead, and here comes the East, and over the line. Controlled there by Barrio, now fed up the wall. Barrio again, scorer of the second goal for this team, and now the North will break through the center and play it in. Going after it, Schmitz in the right corner, plays it around on the wall, and that's going to be held by Anthony. And then returns it, and it's going to come right onto the goaltender. And a stop made there by Berggraf for Farmington, or of Farmington. 16:56 now to go. Now played around behind the net, and the East will get their first. Schmitz in the left corner, playing it ahead and out to center, just a hair too far for Warner. Now the North will turn it back in. Gunderson played down, and Schmitz again in the right corner. Gunderson comes in on her, now loose to the circle, and East will pick it up and carry it on out to center. That's Jacobson down the wing. Over the line. Takes a shot, and a blocker pad save there for Wood. Loose to the circle, and now the East is going to hold it. Jacobson. Barrio. And it's played to neutral ice finally by the North. Rink wide for Summers. And then played in as they're changing. 16 minutes to go and a 2-0 lead for the East. Now played around behind the net. And Linscheid trying to play it up the wall. And that doesn't get the desired result. Now Klein goes back behind the net with it. He's going to run to the hash marks and pinching in there. Ellingson now comes in front, and Klein controls to the far boards and tries to play it around behind the net. Didn't get enough on it, and it's picked up there by Daisy Herons, and it's played out to center ice, and here comes the East. Over the line and going in for it there. With a chance in front was Clardy, and they score! Sneaky play behind the net, and I think it took a bad hop, and Clardy scores to make it 3-0 for Team East with 15:18 remaining. Well, the way goals have been doled out in this tournament, and 3-0 is an awfully big hole. And these teams between them scored 16 goals in pool play. So
Scoring for the East remaining in the second half. Number 7, Brielle Clardy.
Clardy being announced as the goal scorer.
17, Daisy Herons, and number 2, Campbell Larson.
Herons and Larson getting assists. Herons now with 4 points, which ties her for the team lead. Clardy's goal It's their second of the tournament. Now East up 3-0, and they center it. It's going to come up the slot, and now a nice stretch there by Schmitz. Blocks an outlet pass. Comes to the right point, finally will come out to center. Played ahead by the North, and they will carry into the zone. Field tried to center it, and that is disrupted. Comes off to the near boards. Schmitz behind the goal, who's had a strong game. Now North trying to center it, and they can't get past the referee on that side. And here comes East over the line. A centering pass from Gobler ends up going all the way through. Amelia and Jenna Goblers from Lakeville, both on the ice at the moment. Now played ahead, and here comes the North. We're under 14 minutes to go. Centering pass broken up by Schmitz. Comes to the far boards, and now finally they play it behind the net, and the North, Dutton trying to get to it and couldn't. Runs up the boards, and it is going to be cleared out to center ice. East plays it ahead. Barrio, and then it's going to come to the corner and finally behind the net. Cole takes it around there and will play it out to center ice. Linscheid tied up there, but manages to feed the puck ahead. Now to the near side. A little shoulder bump there by Mathiasen, and now picked up. Here come the North back in again, looking to get on the board here. 13 minutes to go. Now the puck is stolen. Barrio comes back for the East team over the line. Barrio closes, fires, split save by Wood. And the puck comes over to the near boards where the North will control. Long pass to center ice is broken up and then finally swatted on into the zone by Carlson. Come back into the left corner as we're under 13 minutes to go. Now banked up the wall and finally out to center ice. North in control there. Olszanowski feeding it to the right and over the line, but there first for it was Winicky, and now it winds up in the left corner. Winicky playing it ahead, and it does come out to center, and here is a 2-on-1 if they hurry, but they are changing. And over the line comes the East. Here's a shot. Oh, and a stop by Daisy Herons, and Wood with a good stop. Comes out to center, 3 against 2, and hits into the zone, and here's a shot on for the goaltender as Summers takes that shot. And Addie Burgraff makes the stop with 12:13 to go. Coming up on the halfway mark. In a couple of minutes' time here of the second half of play. And it comes out to center and a long pass broken up at neutral ice. And then it is banked ahead. Tegan Gunderson doing the work there. Now picked up by Schmitz and over the line. And takes a shot that's deflected behind the net. Schmitz going after it, lost possession. And the North now taking it behind the goal. That's Dutton. Comes up the near side. And now controlled. Olszanowski plays it into the zone. They take it behind the net, swinging and trying to wrap it around. It comes up to the top of the circle. Here's a shot. They score, and it's 3-1. 11:28 to go. Banked off the post. And a lifeline here for Team North, and they are back in the game. I believe that's Field that scored that goal. Yes, Jocelyn Field, and now over the line comes the North again. Played in deep, and a shot by Dutton hits the outside of the net. Dutton goes behind the goal, crisscrosses there, and Field again has it in the left corner, and then it is pinched off there behind the goal, and it comes to the near side. As we get the announcement for Field's goal.
Number 6, Jocelyn Field. Assist going to number 10, Lola Klein.
And over the line they come again. Field going wide, leaving a drop pass and looking for some space here. Comes up the slot, now to the near circle. Here's a one-time shot right on, and a save made as Sasha Cole found her way in front. Now the puck is cleared. It's going to go all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing call against the East. 3-1 the score with 10:39 to go. Now we get another goal here, and might have ourselves quite a finish as these teams battle it out. Now, played around behind the net, and the East will play it forward. Warner, and can't get out. It's going to come back into the corner, and Schmitz will go back for it. Now behind the net, pursued there by Carlson. And it comes up the wall, out to center, and the North gains control again. Ellingson lost it, and over the line. Warner shooting. Oh, a good stop by Wood. And we're going to get a face-off in the North zone to the left of Hannah Wood. Out of Cloquet, my old stomping grounds, and now winds up behind the goal. East in possession, and they lose it there in the left corner. Anthony trying to play it around, and it's loose behind the net. And now Brooklyn Ellingson to the head, and it's going to be held in the high slot by the East. And they play it off to the near wall. It was Carly Jacobson. It winds up picked up there behind the net, and trying to back her way in front of the goal was Barrio. And it's cleared out to center ice. Now here comes the North back in. Backhand centering pass, and open in front was Simmons, unable to tip it home. Now back comes Schmitz. And over the line, Schmitz comes to the circle, looks to center it, and it winds up deflecting behind. And now the North will carry it out with 9:15 to go. Loose along the near wall, and finally the North team gains possession of the right side, and they will play it into the zone where it's going to be controlled finally by Linscheid. Backhanding it ahead, and that is stolen away by Olsenowski for the North. Now loose, and Olsenowski feeds the center circle, and stepping up there and picking it up for the East, playing it in there was Warner. Now the North gaining possession, and they have it in their zone. Dutton plays it ahead, and it's going to come back into the East zone. 8:35 now to go in our second half of a 3-1 game. Finally banked off the wall and out to center ice. And a headman pass there by Gunderson winds up going all the way down the ice. Tegan Gunderson, and that will be an icing call against the North with 8:25 to go. Trying to get back on game schedule here, as our first game wound up needing 2 overtimes to decide the winner. So 8:25 to go, and North looking to complicate matters further if they can get another goal here. Now winds up behind the net, North in possession, and they feed the right side, and they have a stretch pass up the middle, and here's Dutton as Schmitz came in and cut off the angle. And puck fed around on the near side. East after it. Larson to the boards. Can't get out. Dutton looking to center it. 1 against 2. And the puck now will come around to the far side. And Cole against the boards. And they will dig it out eventually. And now controlled. Herons feeding it ahead, and it's going to come all the way back into the North zone. 7:38 to go. Time starting to become a factor here. Long pass to center ice, and then that outlet pass from Dutton didn't connect. Comes back into the zone. Chasing after it there for the North team is Macy Gunderson. Now played into the zone and back out to neutral ice. East trying to turn with it there, and Gobblers could not. Now they'll carry it back in over the line, or try to anyhow. Jenna Gobblers unable to make that happen, and now Amelia Gobblers also lost possession, and now the North comes back 2 against 2, but they lose out at neutral ice as well. They're having a hard time carrying through neutral ice. Both these teams are. And loose to the blue line, poked ahead, and now North with 3 attackers, and it's Dutton trying to play it in. Dutton in the circle, closing in, takes the shot. It's saved. The right edge by Burgraff. Now behind the goal. North trying to set something up here. They feed the circle, and now finally it winds up going off to the wall. And we have a penalty coming here as Ellingson was knocked down to her knees. And it's going to go against the East. 6:28 to go. And a late power play here. And heading to the penalty box for the East is Jenna Gobblers. And that's a hooking penalty. 6:28 left. From the face-off, North holds the zone, and they close in, and here's a shot that skitters wide of the goal from Tegan Gunderson. And now behind the net, picked up, Ellingson. Drops it behind the goal, looking there for Carlson. Picked up by Schmitz now. He just leans her in against the boards. But now the puck is picked up and cleared all the way down the ice, and it will be on to Wood, so there is no icing there. Comes out to center ice, and the North in control, Summers. And over the line, going to be picked up there on the near side. The East will carry it out. Warner hits the line, and now Warner into the corner. 1:08 in the power play and 5.5 minutes to play in the contest. A 3-1 game. Now, tried to clear it around behind the net, and it came on to Wood. The goaltender had to stick a pad out there. Now picked up by the North with 50 seconds to go in the power play. And they come to center ice, and over the line, Olszanowski takes the shot, and it goes wide of Burgraff's goal, out of the near side. And after it for the East, and able to turn it around behind the net, is Herons, out to center ice. 30 seconds of power play still to come. And carrying it in for the North, their Field unable to play it to the net. Now Field picks it off low and then tried to throw it in front. It's deflected, and it's on the wrong side of the defender, Macy Gunderson, who has to come back for it in the zone. Gunderson back behind the net. Out the far side, and with 10 seconds to go, Gunderson will lead the charge over the line. Gunderson takes it in deep. Now swings around, feeds the near circle. Here's a shot that's blocked as the puck came to Klein. The penalized player steps on the ice. Jenna Gobblers, and now that penalty is killed off, and then right out of the penalty box, she tries to tip a pass ahead. Loose at neutral ice, North in control with just over 4 minutes to go. And it's back in their zone to the left. We'll have an MVP presentation coming up afterwards, and it's hard to pick one here. There have been a number of good players, good performances. Now the North coming back in, and here is a chance. Ooh, in deep, and a good chance for Cole, but the rebound could not be corralled by Dutton. Puck around to the far side, and the East plays to the boards. And Jenna Gobblers now loose in the corner. And with 3.5 minutes to go, it's in the right circle. And, Cole. Play it down behind the net. And let's see here. Going to be poked ahead by the East Winnicky to the far boards. And as long as it's on the wall, they're just fine with that. Puck now shot all the way down the ice. Won't go far enough for icing. A 3:10 to go. Now loose at center as Dutton throws a shove there. Now over the line they come. Here's a shot right on and a save made off the stick of McKenna Kyland. A stop made by Zelgert. So we'll get a face off with 3:01 to go. Now from the draw, North in control. A centering pass. It's going to be picked off and played ahead finally by Mathiasen back into the zone. And after it there, Warner behind the net. Couldn't get there quickly enough, and it comes up the wall. Schmitz waiting just in case. Now it comes to the circle. And finally in front with 2:40 to go. Puck off to the far boards, and the North now really needing something in a hurry here as Carlson tries to play it out and can't. Has to come back for it. It winds up in the corner. And with 2:25 to go. Now into the circle, and finally the North is able to gain possession with 2:15 to go. They break out, and they come in over the line. And a good move. Here's a shot right on, loose in front, and a stop made. The good chance there for Anthony, who came in, and Burgraff wound up making a good stop. Took the shot right in the Stars of Tomorrow logo in the middle of the jersey with 2:06 to play. Face-off coming up to the right of Burgraff. Goaltender Wood is coming off for a 6 skater, so it's 6 against 5 with 2:06 to go. Shot from the face-off, blocker pad save off of Klein. Now fed to the circle. Here's a shot that's deflected down from Olsenowski. Cole after it behind the goal. 2 red shirts on her, and now it's going to be picked up there by Klein again. Cole behind the goal with 1:40 to go. Fed to the right point. That's going to be held in and, thrown in front, deflected, but it wound up going wide. And it's now picked up and played all the way down the ice. That will be an icing call against the East team with 1:32 to play. And a 3-1 lead, which you would say a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous in hockey, as the old phrase goes, but you'd rather have it than need it, as it comes out to center ice. And played back in a little bit too far there for Dutton. And now the North controlling. Played in by Kyland, and now all kinds of folks after it. Dutton spins and shoots, and a save made by Burgraff with 1:14 to go. Now behind the net, North starting to buzz again. Centering pass, Dutton has it and can't turn with it. Drops it to the point, and a shot deflected. And it comes through as Field with a good chance. Now they're in the last minute of play. And now it's going to be cleared all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call with 53 seconds to go. Brielle Clardy with a goal here in the second half. Face-off coming up with 53 seconds to go. Comes to the circle, and here's a shot that never got to the net from Carlson. Now picked up on the near side and cleared to the wall. 36 seconds to go, and a centering pass is intercepted, and the East picks it up, and it's Barrio clearing it all the way down the ice, and that'll be icing with 27 seconds to go. Choosing an MVP here is going to be hard. There's an awful lot of players that have contributed, but you don't have a dominant scorer. You've got good defenders. You've got good goaltenders. Now here's a centering pass and a shot. Burgraff made one save with 15 seconds to go. Now it comes to the right point. Down to the wall, a centering pass as they tried to throw it in front for Carlson. It comes out to center with 5 seconds to go, and that's where our game is going to come to an end as it's shot back into the zone, and the East so far has won all 3. And they win this one 3-1 over the North and take the championship in the 2010 girls. 3 goals in the contest: Benedict, Claire Barrio, and Brielle Clardy. And the goal for the North coming through Jocelyn Field. So we will get the handshakes, and then Tony will have the tough task of picking the MVP.
Let's hear a round of applause here for these gals from the 2010 East, 2010 North on a spectacular tournament. Hey, girls,
Our next game is in the boys, North and East again.
line up on the blue lines. And we're going to have Tony here's going to come out and let you know the MVP of the tournament. All right, Tony's out here, gals, please. Hey, again, great tournament. I'd like to introduce the MVP of the tournament from Team East, Raya Mathiasen. Please come on.
Player award. And Tony will get the obligatory picture with the hat and the plaque. And
Again, everybody, let's hear it for both of these teams.
East has won it, and they take the title game by a score of 3-1. And we'll be back with the 2010 boys final, North and East, coming up shortly here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race, to be completely hydrated